Our time tracking is another feature. You want to definitely make sure that you're getting paid for the work that you're doing, right? So you're working hard. You want to make sure you get paid for it. So you click over, you go to new, and once again, we're going to be adding in all this stuff later on in the front end. I'm just giving you an overview to walk you through so that you prepare. So when we get to the front end of the site, we can just be able to start going from there. So you select the project, you select the task for this. If you've created multiple tasks, you can choose them here. And then put the description. You can put in the login date. All right, the date that you're logging this in. This is really, really important because the login date is going to show you and show the clients and everyone else to see how, when you log that in, and the login time is going to show you how long you've been working on. You can put in how long, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then is this time billable? Do you want this to be billed to the client? You can select yes, or you can select no. And then you put in your rate. This is the hourly rate. Put in the hourly rate there. And then you click the user group. Do you want client 1, client 2, or company 1 or 2, and so on and so forth to have access to this? And you can also assign this the time section to a different user. You can choose to publish, unpublish, make sure that it's set to publish so that it's visible on the front end. But the timing section is really important because you want to make sure that the client know what they're getting billed for, and your team knows how much has been billed. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure. Now, this is something too that you can, if you work in a team and you don't want certain people in your team to be able to see this part. You don't want them to know how much you're charging a client. Well, that's real simple to do. You're going to create access level on the back end, this back end here, and you can assign this so that way only the client is able to see this. Or if you don't even want the client to see this, you can assign it so that way no one else is able to see this but just you. So that's one of the great things about access control permissions is that if you don't want some certain people in your team to see how much you're charging your clients, then you can assign them to a group. When you assign them to that group, they won't be able to have access to see this unless they are part of this group. And the only person with the control to change that, or the power to change that, is you. And I mention that because I know sometimes when you outsourcing projects or you have different people logging in and working and stuff, you don't really want them to know how much you're getting from your client. So that's really great here. You can put that in and assign them to a specific group, and they won't be able to see just this part of it, just this the timing section of it.